regarding that, who to contact and what to do to try to make something happen on the impeachment issue?
Well, yeah. We're pursuing a lot of that stuff, and I'm helping Betty Hall up in New Hampshire with her HR 24, and spent quite a few days up in New Hampshire and whatnot.
What can we as individuals do right now? I mean, like hook into that?
Well, you can all, I mean, the money that you put in that basket helps me fly to New Hampshire and help Betty Hall and all of these things. It helps me do what I need to do. In addition, you can do things yourself, and I think she's going to tell us a few.
It's in the judiciary. Most of the papers don't tell you that, or they put a little blurb. A lot of people don't realize that the impeachment of Cheney has been in the House judiciary since November 6th, and the impeachment of Bush has been in the House judiciary since August 6th, August 9th, June 9th.
Yeah, read into the record. It was read into the record back as soon as I saw that night.
They just simply need to act on it. The House Judiciary Committee. So take out your pens and paper. Here's the phone number to call. Call every day. Call your representative. Ask them to co-sponsor. H-Res 1258. That's the impeachment of Bush.
Say again, H what?
H-Res for resolution 1258. That's the impeachment of Bush. And Cheney is H-Res 799. Okay? When you call, this is a toll-free number. They'll connect you with anyone you want. Okay? Any representative. 1-800-828-0498. Ask for John Conyers as the chair of the judiciary. Ask for Lamar Smith, the ranking member of the judiciary.
Either or what if we don't want to do Conyers?
You can do either or you can check my website for the list of the 40 members. It's on both my websites, www.neimpeach.org, and the other website is republicansforimpeachment.com. We do exist. Yes. We have a petition on republicansforimpeachment.com to sign as well. Yes.
I have not been able to write attend the speech that would have been necessary to capture the information you gave us, which I think is valuable.
Okay.
Do you have it in written form?
Yes, I have cards.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to pass this around again. You can put the cards, the Patriot sign-up cards in it. That way you save you a stamp. You don't have to mail it in. Just give the cards to me. That also prevents the world from seeing your private information. I'll keep it private. I can't guarantee they will. Just put your 3x5 cards in there. And I assume there was some money in there.
Yes, I put it all together with the tickets.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask you to maybe speak a little bit about the best evidence you think that why we need a new investigation of 9/11. When I heard you speak last, it was at a 9/11 truth event, but I don't know, because our media doesn't report the facts on 9/11. I'd appreciate it if you could maybe give people a little bit more information about what's so...
To me, I have a 3-minute DVD. I see we don't have a way to project it here, but I have a 3-minute DVD. It's on my website, so you have my card, and the website is listed there, thepatriots.us. If you go to that website, there's a 3-minute DVD on World Trade Center Building 7, which is a building that was never hit by an aircraft, and yet at 5:20 the afternoon of September 11th, it came down, straight down. That 3-minute video shows first the BBC announcing the collapse of Building 7 10 minutes before it happened. And the BBC announcer in in New York City is standing there explaining about the collapse of the Salomon Building, Building 7. Jane Stanley.
Right over her
And
shoulder.
the building is in plain sight over her left shoulder.
With no flames coming
Still
out of it.
standing.
With no flames coming out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no fire in it.
then-
That's the first little clip. Then there's a clip of Silverstein, the owner of the World Trade Center complex, who had just taken out a $3.5 billion insurance policy 6 weeks before 9/11, specifically covering acts of terrorism. And it shows him explaining their decision to pull it, which of course means controlled demolition. The final clip shows about 10 or 12 views of Building 7 coming down, showing no fire, showing no pancaking. The floors are exactly the same distance apart all the way down, and showing that it has all the characteristics of a perfect controlled
They
demolition.
did a beautiful job. It was a perfect controlled demolition.
Perfect controlled demolition.
Yes, sir.
This kind of evidence has bothered me since September 11th, frankly. I happen to be sitting at home recently unemployed and watching as it happened. And it's troubled me ever since, of course. With the strong evidence for controlled demolition like that, there must be hundreds of people at least involved in that effort who know in great detail how it was done. I mean, if you posit controlled demolition, you posit a large number of people involved. If you
Well,
posit,
A couple of dozen anyway.
events around the military and response to the hijackings and so forth, and the air defense events and so forth. There's thousands of people involved. Where are they?
They were all paid and rewarded very well for their participation.
And threatened very much. Anyway, there have been a few whistleblowers, but I don't think the number of people who were potentially in on it were very big. And the air defense exercises, I'm sure that the participants in those exercises didn't have a clue what was going on. There need only be one person planning those exercises to coincide with the hijacking, or if the hijackings were, if the exercises, 15 exercises, sending our air defense forces all over the place and creating false blips on the computers, masking the activities and all of that, if all that was planned without knowledge of the hijacking, then it takes only one person to tip off the hijackers the day that it was happening, so they do it at the same time. In any event, the number of people involved, I think, needn't be large at all. Now, on that morning, as I watched the goings-on, my thoughts were, where on earth are the interceptors? I'm an old interceptor pilot. I've done the drill. I know how long it takes. And I know that if normal procedures had been followed that day, whatever hit the World Trade Center and the Pentagon would have been intercepted long before they got there.
It actually happened with Payne Weber, the golfer, who was in.
Yes.